have the doors closed over there?
No, never mind.
That's a great response.
Can you lock that door?
Alright. Am I in the shot?
Yes, unless you want to turn the camera and nobody sees it. Yeah, it's online, of course.
It's whatever. It's
Sound school, sweet.
That was me. That's me.
So you broke the door. Y'all recording? Oh shit, my fault.
Okay, interview me? My fault.
Yeah.
Please. Thank you. We
Put a
good?
chair on there.
We are good.
Are we rolling? Is that camera rolling? Is that camera on me?
Envy, are we live?
Hey, you want to say it?
Yo, we live.
Alright. We here with Score Swayze. How you feeling?
I am wonderful. Every day I'm on this goddamn planet is a blessing. So whenever I'm waking up, it's a party.
What's up? What's up? What you been doing? What you been up to, man?
Too fucking much.
You might be the hardest recommend in quarantine. Ain't gonna hold you.
I have 8 more hours in my life, and I plan on using them to the best of my discretion. So, quite frankly, since I'm not a slave to pretty much food service anymore, I'd much rather be a slave to my passion, as you can see. Basically pouring in all that manpower, finances, whatever the case may be. I want to make sure that whatever I can get out of this whole little situation that we're in as a globe, once we get pretty much back on road, I'm on top.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna jump right into this because you do a little bit of everything.
Yes.
You rap.
Yes.
You produce.
Yes.
You make your own cover art.
Yes.
You got a hand in like how your videos look.
Yes.
Okay. And you speak another language.
Several.
Several.
Yeah.
Can we? What's the language?
First language I actually spoke was Arabic. Then it was English. And then in high school, I took 3 years of French, took about a semester of Japanese. And of course, as I work food services, this is smidge Spanish.
Okay. Is there any reason like you wanted to learn all those, or like was it something that required?
It's a big ass planet that we're in. I feel as though the best connection we can make towards pretty much connecting towards each other, especially as black folk. Ironically enough, the French song is in French and all that stuff. Can you repeat this? This is my song. But yeah, like I feel as though I need to make a connection to all members of the diaspora. So I feel as though the best thing I can do is just learn the different languages that's in there, such as French. There are a lot of francophone African countries, which I learned in my first year in French. So that's why I kind of hook onto the French ideals for that. So basically, I hooked onto that for Project Pat, as well as the song that I wrote even before I even started like rapping, which is like a whole like different story. Mm-hmm. But nonetheless, it's used to connect people.
Okay. So why like bring that into the music?
Why not?
Do you feel like
no, that's not like a smart ass answer, but legit, like why not? Mm-hmm. Like any interest that you have, anything that you have, any type of like knowledge or any type of interest or just hobbies, mm-hmm. anything that comes across the mind, why not use it in your art? Art imitates life, life imitates art. Mm-hmm. So the best thing for you to do is play both sides.
Okay. Did anybody like influence that directly, or is that just something like you like come up with yourself?
No, I legit can't think of anyone that's done the whole like language thing, mm-hmm. even though I wouldn't consider that a shtick. Mm-hmm. I mean, granted, in like a future project, I'm definitely having another French song. I got 3 years of that shit. I might as well use it up. It's just a matter of whether or not it's going to connect to the people. It's going to go straight to the people who I want. I wanted to go to those hoods of France. I wanted to go to those like pretty much villages within like Cote d'Ivoire and like Senegal and things like that, because we are all connected. So why not connect the music?
Okay, makes sense. So what is that motivation to be more than just the artist that makes music? Like why that and all these other different things?
Oh, man, I really don't want to keep doing the why not thing. I really don't, because like honestly, it's another tool. It's another mm-hmm. tool for unification. Like that's why I got this whole like finger thing, which is one washes the other, both mm-hmm. wash the face. It's a quote from Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, to pretty much like take care of others and have others take care of you, and have both of you get like all parties go towards like a higher goal, or go towards the same goal for that matter. In my eyes, going towards all these platforms and stuff is just another idea of like bringing more people close together for us.
Okay. Do you feel like any of that is like happening like in mainstream music? Like, does that need to happen?
Everything is separate.
Okay.
Everything is very separate. You think about. I was actually talking about this the other day. Shouts out to Taser. There hasn't been a ladies' night in 25 years. You would think with this explosion of female rap, there would be a ladies' night, but nobody wants that because everyone wants separate, and separate means beef. Beef means money.
But the crazy thing is, like, women in rap, that's not new. Like, I feel like we had this conversation, like, oh, it's like, it's this explosion of, like, women in rap, where it's like, this group of female rappers, they coming up right now. It's like, no, they've been here.
They've been here.
It's like, people just not paying attention on it.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So, the best thing for pretty much people to do in my position that have these platforms, that make these beats, that has these shows and programs and live interviews and stuff like that, the best thing I can do is just give them a platform. I mean, granted, like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying, quarantine radio, I'm not Drink Champs or anything like that, but I feel as though with the platforms that I do have, I could elevate things to another level.
Makes sense. Okay, so you're part of a group, you're in Finagle Park.
Yes,
for those that don't know what that is, can you explain?
Finagle Park is the best group of all time. That's the best way I can describe it. Imagine having legitimately the best lyricist, the best producer, the best flow, the best pretty much brand, the best, all that wrapped in one. It's honestly uncanny. Like, the fact that speak of the goddamn devil, the fact that, like, me and this man Finagle Baby has known each other since January 11th, 1999, since the 20th century, and we've, like, stuck together making music and, like, having that bond, having that friendship to pretty much create the empire that we want to create. It's fate. It's the red string of fate.
Okay. Let's talk about that, you and Finagle's relationship. So, is Finagle Park something that you two initially came up with, or was that?
Well, it started as Starter Gang, back when that gang thing was like a thing. Then it developed into Startier, which is pretty much like Starter Gang and Cartier, because we focus a lot on time and things like that. But then the Finagle Park part came from pretty much a conversation between him and Young Bless, another member of Finagle Park, where they just kept saying the word finagle, like, I just finagled that shit, you feel me? And it just kind of rolled off the tongue and it kind of stuck with it, and then it just became its own life. It became a lifestyle. It became a way that we live each and every day, pretty much making sure whatever situation that we come out of, we come out on top.
Okay. And you guys, like, when y'all started that group, or like when that group came about, do you feel like you guys growing together and making music, did that make you guys like grow closer?
Absolutely. Like, a lot of the times, like, before we even started rapping, we were just like friends. We would just talk about like fucking comics and cartoons and shit like that. We're like fucking first, second, third, fourth graders. And then when it came to the business side, you know what I mean, actually putting in the footwork, actually putting on shows and doing videos and making beats and things like that, that making money together with your man is probably the best thing you can do. Because, like, it's honestly nothing like being successful with the people that you love. I always do the whole, like, I eat with who I start with. There's no to-go plates.
Right.
Like, because a lot of people come in, eat their shit. All right, I'm going to take this to go and just, you know what I'm saying, run off with the sauce. Whereas, though, we're pretty much locked down with that shit. You're in here for life. Okay.
So, like, when y'all blow, like, the group is coming up, it's not one person.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I don't plan for it to that be. I don't mean to be like, it's just that I have a lot of passion when it comes to, like, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's what you need.
Yeah, because, like, a lot of the times, like, I really do find myself waking up in the morning, and the first thing I fucking think about is how do we survive? How do we make it on top? How do we pretty much exceed the expectations? And not just them, which is pretty low, but for us, which is too high. So each and every time that we wake up in the morning, we make sure whatever we hitting is on all tens. Anytime we come around, like, we actually have a ritual whenever time we come to a fucking, like, studio session, or we just leaving the city. Yo, it's time. Sit down, sit in the kitchen, spin records. Like, Benjamin Banger, he would throw on a beat. Like, Finagle Baby, he'd throw on a song that he's working on. I'll throw on the song he's working on, and we just, like, culminate that energy every time it gets better.
Are you working in anything, like, right now?
Fucking am I? Jeez Louise. Alright, so here we go. So I'm aiming for 100 episodes of Inside the Rapper Studio. That's going pretty well so far. I have a visual coming out for a song that's on BNS, streaming all services. That would be the middle song, Shelf, the one that everybody loves. So I figured I'd give that to the people with, you know what I'm saying, content that they will want instead of just forcing it on them. Also working on my quote unquote sequel to Love, a Documentary, which is Love, a Double Feature.
So let's talk about what everybody knows you're working on right now.
Which
It's happening on
is?
Instagram.
Uh-huh.
And it's called Inside the Rapper's Room, or
Inside the Rapper Studio.
Inside the Rapper Studio. Was that the original name before?
It had a
quarantine?
shit ton of names. Let's see. It first started off as Green Screen Series, but then I realized I don't want nobody in my house, so we had to scratch that. So I just kind of went straight to the live idea, whereas though I'm just legit going on live, somebody would join and just legit have a conversation.
And before, like, it went to IG, what did it look like in person?
In person, I never tried it in person.
Okay.
It's just like,
It didn't get...
yeah, it's just that quarantine wise, like, nigga, that doesn't make sense. Like, if everybody's staying home, why would you bring people in your home? They're not staying home. It kind of contradicts the idea. So before this, it was Swayze TV Live, whereas though it's performances from people in the city, including like people in Finagle Park. And essentially, what I would do is give them a platform, give them a stage, they perform. I make sure everybody get paid, from the DJ to the promoter to the straight up like artists. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times, I ain't meet the black, because like I would make sure they good before I'm good.
Right.
So basically, it was that. But since COVID happened, everything shut down. Nobody has a place to perform. Nobody has really a platform to pretty much give out their art. I had to pretty much provide that. So that's where the live idea came from.
That's dope. That's dope. When you were at the episode 70?
Yes. Yesterday was episode 70.
70. This is going to be 71?
No, it's not 71. This
Okay.
this is more so like a bonus kind of
Okay,
thing.
okay.
Like, who interviews the interviewer?
Okay.
You know, so I'd much rather give that to the people at home. I'm sorry I don't have my applause button, because that's definitely a moment where it's... But yeah.
Can you tell me who's going to be 71?
Who's 71? You'll find out tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm posting a flyer. You know somebody that's on episode 74.
I sure do.
You sure do.
What you talking about? Jack want me on 74.
Okay, where's my episode, though?
Where's your episode? I'm aiming for 100. You got plenty of
I
space.
got plenty?
Plenty of space for it.
We
I got
grab
you.
off camera, but...
I got you. Don't even sweat it. Like, as much work as that you put in personally, you're almost due an episode, quite frankly.
Yes, sir.
Like, basically going from like Afro Tech to straight up like Bluntique, running the
Ooh, where's my resume?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no! You think no? Like, you thought I was going to interview me? No, I'm interviewing you. I asked the questions here.
We gonna give our call back.
No, but essentially having like all those things on your resume, like legitimately running the gauntlet on fucking demo tape with all the articles and stuff like that. You're almost due an interview. You know what I mean?
That.
So don't even sweat it. Like, I got plenty of space.
Okay, we can work that out.
Absolutely.
All right, we can get back to you, though. We can get back to you. So, since this has like been strictly on Instagram now, once quarantine is over, we can actually go back outside again. Does this change? Like,
Oh, we're already working on Swayze TV Live season 2.
season 2? Okay.
Yeah, season 1 got canceled, so we got to move right back on. I legit had everything planned.
Okay.
You can ask them. Like, I even had something teamed up with Working Title, but like, COVID came through and fucked shit up for everybody. So
That's okay, but it gave you plenty of time to pivot, you know.
Oh no, I legitimately live by this code, and it's actually an album title. I shouldn't be spoiling that, but fuck it. I live by Man Plans, God Laughs.
Okay.
And it's either you tell the joke or you are the joke. And I'd much rather be the comedian than the joke.
Is that something that's coming out? Is that yours? Is that coming out?
Absolutely.
Is that this year?
No. Y'all gotta warm up to that.
Okay.
Like, it's bad enough I'm giving y'all EPs and EPs and shit and barely getting some type of like, oh, I like BNS, that sounds cool, or hey, the whole fucking show, that's gonna sound wonderful. No, I need you guys to worship Man Plans God Labs, because I'm putting way too much time into this shit.
Okay. And that's the way it should be.
Absolutely.
So what's coming out like
What's coming out like soon?
Yeah.
Okay, soon. I guess it's time that we talk about that. I had an album that I came out with called Love, a Documentary. The most wonderful man over here interviewed me about that. My actual first publication interview. Thank you so much, Jordan. It was essentially like my love letter to music, because at a time I wasn't making music for a while. Like my name before Score Swayze was Marsha Bass, and a lot of that time was spent through anger and not really expressing myself of who I am, what I am, who I am, how I am, and why I am. So essentially, I would much rather answer all those questions through music, and that's what Love a Documentary was. But I feel as though I wasn't really at complete Score Swayze during Love a Documentary, if you get my drift. So I feel as though with the story that I'm telling now, and everything's essentially damn near produced by me on this, so you're getting all of me. Not just rapper score, not just producer score, but you're getting mixtape score. Okay. That would sit there and just make those loopy ass beats and just rap his ass off, but you're getting this at the most purest form of me.
Okay, cool. Then we got a lot to look forward to.
Too much to look forward to. Oh my fucking god.
This is a good talk. Thanks for sitting down with me.
That's it?
Yeah.
Man, I was loaded up like shit.
Chill, Lux.
But I really do appreciate it. The questioning is very, very strong, very keen, and straight to the point. There's no TMZ shit either. Like, thank you.
Do gossip.
Thank you so much for not asking who I'm fucking at the time. And I feel like that's very inappropriate. So
no.
What'd you say?
I appreciate it for not asking who I'm fucking at the time. That's very TMZ.
People ask you that?
Yeah, I was about to say, people ask you that? You said,
You got a green meter on y'all. I'm scared to ask you.
But nonetheless, thank you very much.
We can do this again.
Absolutely.
That's what she knows.
I'm an open book. Just let me know.
Alright.
We was in the crowd.
And thank you guys for joining me. I don't know if I'm saving this, but I guess we are.